What's good, y'all? It's your boy Baby K Reactions, man, and we back at it with another vid. For today's vid, we got The Wrecking Crew on this 6. It's a movie recap, so we finna see what it's talking about. We get right into this shit. Let's do it.
Private Detective Walter notices that he's being followed. He starts walking faster and drops a package into a mailbox before leaving. Unfortunately, as soon as he reaches the street, he's hit by a van. Walter is left bleeding on the ground while the van drives away. In Hawaii, Navy Commander James is training his team in a pool.
My nigga Batista went from power bombing niggas through the fucking ring to underwater Navy SEAL training. Oh, bro. Oh, bro.
On the ground while the van drives away. In Hawaii, Navy Commander James is training his team in a pool. Nobody can stay underwater for as long as he can, so he comes out to scold them.
How the fuck is he not moving?
He's interrupted by a soldier informing him that he has an important call from the police. Moments later, James is in the morgue looking at his father's body. He's told that Walter was killed by a hit and run, but James doesn't show any emotion. Afterward, James goes home and starts preparing dinner for his family. When his wife Layla asks about his day, he tells her about the training and casually mentions that Walter died, calling him by his name instead of Dad. Layla mentions that his brother should be informed. However, James reminds her that they haven't talked in years and his brother won't pick up his calls. In Oklahoma, James' half-brother Johnny finds his girlfriend Valentina because she wants to leave. Today is her birthday and Johnny has forgotten, which is the final straw. Johnny is always fooling around and doesn't take anything seriously, so Valentina has had enough. Johnny apologizes and swears he'll do better, so Valentina kisses him. However, she also slaps him and leaves anyway. A depressed Johnny spends the next few hours drinking to forget. At that moment, he gets a call from Layla, who informs him of Walter's death and tells him that the funeral is tomorrow. Johnny has no interest in attending and goes to the bathroom while telling her about his police work. Suddenly, two men appear behind him and put a knife to his neck. When Johnny turns to look at them, he accidentally pees on their shoes. These men want the package that Walter sent, but Johnny has no idea what they're talking about and explains he hasn't seen Walter since he was a child. The men show him their tattoos to prove they're Yakuza and threaten to kill him if they don't get the package. Johnny pretends to beg for his life only to
Is these niggas in China or Japan? Where's the Yakuza at? I think the niggas in Japan or something. Or Tokyo. But they didn't look like they was in Tokyo. I ain't gonna lie.
Attack them. He throws the guys around his bathroom and destroys several things including the door. A third man comes in and opens fire, so Johnny has to take cover. One of the first attackers then wakes up, so Johnny throws him against the door and pushes it to trap the shooter as well, punching him through the wood. Then Johnny starts using furniture as weapons and even takes a break to have a drink. The fight continues for a while and Johnny manages to knock out two men. The last one finds his mother's shrine and destroys it, so Johnny grabs a grater and brutally slides it on the guy's arm. Then he smashes the man's head on the table and punches him from behind, knocking out his teeth.
I don't know if y'all know what a grater is. I'm finna show y'all boys. He said he slid. I don't know how to spell a grater. I spelled it right, bitch. But the nigga said he slid this bitch across his arm. He slid this bitch across the... No, not this. It's the one in the kitchen. Yes. That's the big motherfucker. Yeah, here go the smaller one. It's like this shit, y'all. The skinny shit. It's like a blade. He slid this bitch across his arm. Then they cut his shit off on bro.
Teeth. On the same table, he finds a note from Valentina that says, "Thanks for nothing." The mobsters come back for more and Johnny is almost choked to death, but he throws the guy on the glass shards to kill him. Afterward, Johnny picks up the picture of his mother with his younger self. Hidden behind it is Walter, and John insults him. The next day at the funeral, James notices that both the Yakuza and the Syndicate gangs have come. He's also surprised by Johnny's arrival and they...
Bro, where the fuck is they at, bro? That shit do not look like anywhere over there where the Yakuza be at. I'm gonna keep it a band, y'all. Like, I'm not worried about no organization that's not American, gang. I'm gonna keep it a band. In America, I'm not worried about shit. I'm not worried about no fucking Yakuza. I'm not worried about no cartel. I'm not worried about no Italian mob. I'm not saying that they not here, but their power ain't... They ain't got as much power here as they do back home, gang. I ain't saying that they don't got no power at all, but they do not have as much power here as they do back home, nigga. Bloods and Crips hold more power than the fucking Yakuza and cartel. Well, cartel, I don't know. The cartel might be in America. I'm gonna keep it a band like. Them niggas they might be out here for real, but they can't cause havoc like they do in Mexico. They know better than doing that shit. Like, they might have a couple of, but they know better than to come out here with that bullshit, and they ain't gonna die. Bro. They ain't gonna die, nigga. They send a National Guard wherever they find out the niggas at, they ain't gonna die, bro. That's why they gotta stay low key. The Yakuza, I'm gonna give it a ban. I'm not worried about none of that shit in America. You better take your old painted ass up, go back over there to China on the G. Broski, what the fuck?
Immediately start arguing and insulting each other, so the priest has to scold them. After
It look like they in Hawaii. Definitely, nigga. I ain't worried about no Yakuza in Hawaii, nigga.
priest's speech,
I worry about them Hawaiians. Fuck you talking
Later,
about?
Johnny discovers that
The
James
Hawaiians
is leaving his
a
childhood
curb
home.
stomp, yo.
It's revealed that Walter cheated on James' mother and had Johnny with his lover. James' mother still welcomed Johnny into her house, but James didn't like him because the affair destroyed his family. During lunch, the family is joined by Governor Peter since Johnny's half-sister Haunani works for him. Johnny reveals that he didn't come for his brother. He came because he wants to find Walter's killer. James insists it was a hit and run, so Johnny tells him about last night's attack. An argument ensues and James accuses Johnny of bringing trouble everywhere. When Johnny points out that James didn't help him when his mother was killed either, James freezes for a second before asking him to talk in private. At the beach.
Damn. First off, who is these niggas' dad? These niggas' dad sound like a fucking menace. He was a problem. They dad sound like a motherfucking problem. Bro, they had to get bro up out of there. Then, I ain't gonna lie. He talking about he ain't help him when his mama died. Nigga, I ain't finna help you. You are the reason why my life fucked up. And some people like, yeah, that shit. No, nigga. Obviously, they didn't fuck with each other, bro. You really expect somebody who already don't fuck with you because of your mama to help you? Save her ass? No! Nigga, I don't give a fuck what nobody talking about, nigga. I don't give a fuck. If you the reason why my life fucked up, I'm not finna help you, nigga. And obviously, yes, he's not the reason. His dad is the reason because he's the one who made the kid. But still, y'all see what I'm saying. Like, bro, I'm not finna help your ass, bro. I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
The brothers start arguing again and James refuses to believe Walter's death wasn't an accident, so Johnny gives him the finger and leaves. At a bar, Johnny bumps into his old friend Alakai, who belongs to the Syndicate gang. Alakai's boss Mr. K wants to see Johnny, but he isn't interested. Suddenly he starts feeling sick and passes out as he realizes that Alakai put a sedative in his drink. Moments later Johnny wakes up in a room with Mr. K, who points out that Johnny hurt a lot of his men in the past. Johnny says he did it because the Syndicate killed his mother. Mr. K asks Johnny to leave Hawaii but he refuses, so he throws him on a table and carves his initial on Johnny's neck. He gives him 7 days to leave or they'll kill him.
That's gangster shit. See, the Syndicate is the niggas he needs to worry about. Not the motherfucking Yakuza bro. The Syndicate. Them look like the Hawaiians, the people of this land.
Meanwhile, James goes to see...
You better stand down, father. That's why he carved this initial in your ass. Nigga, they the real boss mans around that motherfucker. I know Yakuza. Energy.
Detective Renard and asks for Walter's report. Renard tells him he's free to look but there's no useful information. The accident happened in an area where people won't talk to the police and the only camera was broken. The police are sure it was a hit and run so nobody is investigating the case. Then James gets Walter's belongings from the station. There's a knife and a wallet with a ticket with a peculiar list of words. At the same time Johnny breaks into Walter's home. He finds a gun in the desk and decides to keep it. Suddenly someone else enters the apartment so Johnny hides in another room. Pika starts searching the papers on the desk and Johnny tries to take him by surprise, but Pika throws a plate at him and runs away. He jumps on a bunch of roofs and cars to make it to the ground, but when he reaches the main street, Johnny is waiting for him with a punch. Then Johnny takes Pika to a bar and demands an explanation. Pika says he worked for Walter, who was like a father to him. Walter had tons of enemies who wanted him dead and his last job was with a catering company. Pika pretended to be a waiter for them, but he never understood why Walter gave him that job. Johnny announces that Pika will work for him now and painfully squeezes Pika's broken nose to put it in place. Back to James, he's come to the scene of the crime and studies the tire marks on the street. He then notices a camera in an adult shop, so he goes inside and tries to offer money in exchange for seeing the security footage. When the owner refuses, James attacks the clerk by ripping off his piercings. Later Johnny and Pika return to Walter's.
I don't know if y'all ever seen that happen. Like, it don't look too crazy. All you see is it just rip out and it bleed. But like, bro, I've seen a motherfucker get their piercing ripped off on everything that I love. I've seen a motherfucker piercing get ripped off. And y'all, I'm talking about the worst piercing. The lip one. Oh, bro, I seen a bitch rip a bitch piercing off. I'm talking about pulled the shit through her lip. I swear to God, y'all. I've seen that shit happen before. That shit is not sweet. Now, a nipple piercing, that shit just probably rip off a earlobe, probably rip your nose, but a lip, y'all. I don't even know how she did it. Like, she didn't even grab her lip like this. Like, she, like, I don't know, they was fighting and she pulled something and they just, you just seen a big ass split in her lip. I'm damn. And you seen a big ass metal rod, the shit that she had through her lip. Fuck. It was still intact too. It had the cause the females know, like the lip piercing, it's the piercing, then it's the little ball at the top, then it's the screw. The shit was still intact. The screw didn't come off. That's how I knew that bitch went straight through her shit. Bro, that shit was treacherous, y'all. I'll never forget that shit. Bro, that was the most brutal female fight I've ever seen in my life till this day. Besides that fight before the Logan Paul and Mike Tyson fight. Or it was that Tank. I don't know. Y'all know who I'm talking about. It was them two girls. They was going to war in that bitch, but she got played. They cheated her against that girl twice. I think she a Mexican girl or she a Puerto Rican girl, I think. She got them bitches on, bro.
Place and find a surfing board. Ika says that Walter didn't surf and Johnny notices that a fin is wrong. When he pulls it, some blueprints fall from a hidden compartment. Johnny calls Haunani and tells her that these secret blueprints have Peter's government seal, so she promises to check the database later. When Pika tries to leave, he's suddenly hit by the front door. James bursts into the apartment with his gun out, so Johnny pulls out his weapon too. They realize they're both working on the case, so they put their guns away and James reveals a flash drive with the security footage from the store. As they watch it, they notice that the van has no license plate. The driver never swerves, so Johnny thinks that this looks deliberate, but James still wants more proof. Johnny sends Pika to get information on the catering company from Walter's last job before the brothers leave in the car. They argue while they drive, so they don't see the...
I ain't gonna lie, I don't give no fuck about if it was a drunk or not. I'm on that ass. Nigga, you went head on into OG. Like, what the fuck? I don't care about none of that accident or nothing. I don't care about accidents. I'm gonna keep it a band, y'all. I'm not a person that cares about accidents at all. Your accident will lead to somebody intentionally doing something to you. No bullshit. That's why you should move with precaution. And I ain't gonna lie, anything that has something to do with death and you being the cause of it, especially in terms of you operating a motor vehicle, it ain't no way it could be an accident. It's either you are not paying attention or you did the shit on purpose. And yeah, not paying attention, some people call that an accident, but that's still your fault. Why the fuck wasn't you paying attention? I'm on that ass. Fuck you talking about on ground. I'm on that ass, nigga.
Vehicle around the corner and they crash. This big car keeps pushing theirs down the street, causing other vehicles to crash as well. Then some guys in the car open fire, so Johnny speeds up only to accidentally hit some restaurant tables. The vehicles are stuck together so the brothers can't leave. Johnny tries shooting the enemy's car, but its windows are bulletproof. Thankfully, James manages to kill the shooter with a bullet to the head. He tries to kill the other man.
It looked like he just shot a fucking...
Bulletproof. Thankfully, James manages to
bro, he had some fat shit. He had some fat shit.
Kill the shooter with a bullet to the head. He tries to kill the other man.
Y'all want to know what's crazy, though? The one thing that, like, we in 2026, they should have most definitely had some better, like, props than this.
Are bulletproof. Thankfully, James manages
Look at the I forgot what they call this. It's not I'm gonna just call that shit the I don't know what they call this, y'all. I'm gonna keep it a band. I'm gonna just call this bitch the mag. This bitch not rotating when he shoot that bitch though, law.
Shooter with a bullet to the head.
That bitch wasn't rotating no
enemy's car, but its windows are bulletproof. Thankfully, James manages to kill the shooter with a bullet to the head. He tries to kill the other men too, but he runs out of bullets. Then Johnny shoots the door and jumps out of the car. He runs down the street and keeps firing back at his pursuers while everyone around them panics. James finds some ammo before climbing out of the car through the window and jumps onto the enemy's vehicle. However, his bullets can't break the glass. Johnny shoots the enemy's engine, causing the car to explode and crash while James lands on the pavement. At the police station, Rennert yells at the brothers for the chaos they caused and reveals that Johnny was suspended from his police job 2 months ago. He's now being investigated for excessive force. James gives Rennert the flash drive and asks him to investigate the case, but Rennert ignores it and tells them to behave. In the evening, Haunani...
I'm calling it right now. The police department is working with the gangs and knows about their father's death. I'm merching it right now.
Shows the brothers what she found in the system. The blueprints were for a property on the east side and commissioned by a man named Marcus, who has resorts all over the world. James notices a seal that says Sacred Casino Princess on the back of the blueprints, which is strange because gambling is illegal on the island. The group agrees they'll have to talk to Marcus during the annual fundraiser tomorrow. The next morning James asks Johnny why he got suspended. Johnny explains he shot a dealer who was selling substances to kids, and James appears to be accepting. Then the brothers go to the area where the casino was supposed to be built. It's not a construction site, it's a Hawaiian village that has belonged to the local community for centuries. At that moment Johnny gets a call from Pika, who tells him that the police retrieved a blue van from the water. The brothers rush to the scene and discover that the cops have also found the body of a government accountant. The van has no plates, but Rennert has a list of all the registered blue vans on the island. The brothers take a look and try to keep the list, but Rennert takes it back and reminds them to stay away from this mess. Once Rennert is gone, Johnny asks Pika to research the name Hayashi Imports, which was the only Japanese.
Nigga, fuck you talking about? Why would you even let them on the active premises of a crime scene if you not gonna let them niggas help? Go on, stand down, Fi. Stand down.
Name on the list. A few hours later, Pika is working as a waiter at the fundraiser event and gets extra uniform shirts for the brothers so they can sneak in. He's also researched Hayashi Imports and confirms it belongs to the Yakuza. The team splits to avoid looking suspicious, and James ends up serving Nakamura, who casually puts happy powder on his plate.
I don't know if y'all know who this actor is right here.
Splits to avoid looking suspicious, and James ends up.
Y'all don't know if y'all know who this actor is, but this actor, I ain't gonna lie, he played in a very great movie. And if y'all know what I'm talking about, if y'all don't know what I'm talking about, y'all might know after this. Stop staring at me! Ah! Oh, Grand, I'm gonna show y'all after this. If y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I'm gonna cut that shit in. Y'all, some of y'all probably like, what the fuck was that? People who know, they know. On Grand.
Serving Nakamura, who casually puts happy powder on his plate. James steals Nakamura's credit card from the plate and notices it says Hayashi Imports. He gives the card back to Nakamura by pretending he found it on the floor and asks if Hayashi Imports lost a blue van. A suspicious Nakamura indirectly threatens James before walking away.
Did my nigga just
lost a blue van? A suspicious Nakamura indirectly threatens.
My nigga invertedly held the cig. It looked like he finna eat that bitch, but he put the cig in the wrong. I mean, like, what the fuck? These niggas smoke cigs backwards. They thuggin'. They smoke the filter. They smoke the filter, then the tobacco. Yeah, these niggas dangerous.
James before walking away. Meanwhile, Johnny introduces himself to Monica, who recognizes his surname and asks about Walter. After Johnny tells her about the incident, Monica reveals that she's Marcus' wife and wants to get a divorce, so she hired Walter to acquire some leverage. Without it, she won't be safe. She doesn't want to say too much in public and asks Johnny to come to her penthouse tomorrow. Afterward, some armed guards surround the brothers and drag them to see Marcus, who claims that he hired Walter and paid him well for his discretion. Marcus seems to be surprised to hear that Walter is dead, however Johnny thinks he killed him. An angry Marcus denies it and says he hired Walter to check if Monica was cheating on him. Thankfully she wasn't. While Johnny starts playing with a grenade he finds on the desk, James notices a napkin with 2 fingers inside. Marcus moves them out of sight and kicks the brothers off his property. After they're gone, Marcus looks at Monica's picture and wonders what she's done. The next day Johnny goes to the penthouse only to find ambulances, the police.
Boy, Johnny over there, he thinking with his dick. He finna get their ass and overly blitz on some shit, boy. By the Honolulu department on Brusky, cause what the fuck? He already crazy about the bitch. He hired y'all pops to spy on the bitch. Now his son fucking with the bitch. It's over with. It's over with.
And a crowd. A closer look reveals Monica's dead body on top of a car. The official story says she fell from her balcony.
What the fuck? Soon as we say that shit, he done already did it to her ass. Oh yeah. He definitely finna get y'all niggas BTA. Oh bro, he out his mind.
A furious Johnny returns to Marcus' mansion and starts fighting every guard that gets in his way as he tries to go inside. He manages to bring quite a few.
Nigga, you just met this bitch yesterday. The fuck? He overly crashing. Yeah, these niggas going crash or crash. He like, fuck it, you wanna crash up or crash too, nigga? What about none of that shit? He just met this bitch yesterday, bro, being on her. He just met this bitch yesterday. Who y'all think finna crash more? I ain't gonna lie, I'm on Johnny's side now. That nigga crashing his heart over a bitch he just met? Yeah, it's over.
Men down, but eventually the guards tase him to defeat him. Marcus checks on him and Johnny accuses him of killing Monica, but once again Marcus denies it and tells his men to call the police. A guard kicks Johnny to knock him out. Later in prison, Johnny is visited by Peter, who has convinced Marcus to drop the charges. He asks Johnny to let the police handle the case and points out that Walter always had a darkness in him. Peter sees that darkness in the brothers, so he wants them to find in each other the support that Walter didn't have. When Johnny is released, James is waiting for him and scolds him for causing trouble, saying that hitting people won't bring his mother back. This makes Johnny snap, so he headbutts James and starts beating him up. James defends himself and they end up fighting all over the police cars, breaking a few windows. The fight soon moves to the mud and James gains the upper hand, obtaining the—
What, nigga? He better ask about him. He better ask about—
breaking a
that
few
move
windows.
wasn't nothing new.
The fight soon
This
moves
move
to the
ain't
mud
nothing
and James
new.
gains—
That bitch ain't nothing new, nigga. You better ask about him. You better ask about him. Fuck you talking about. Nigga, Johnny, you think shit sweet, nigga? He really do this shit. Don't underestimate this man right here. He used to be, yeah, power bombing shit through the mat on broski, nigga. Yeah. Running with one of the most vicious species known to man. Randy Orton on Bro the Viper. The man who can hear voices in his head. Oh, bro. Stop playing, nigga. This shit.
End up fighting all over the police cars.
Take it back to the
breaking a few
basics on
windows.
his ass. What
The
you
fight
think is
soon
sweet? Let me
moves to
show
the
you how
mud
I
and
used to do,
James
young
gains
boy.
the upper hand,
Huh, fuck
obtaining
you
the
talking
victory
about.
by hitting Johnny in the face multiple times.
Yeah.
Johnny then wonders what kind of man abandons his little brother when he needs him the most, referring to the time James sent him away. However, James abandons his little brother when he needs him the most, referring to the time—
overly beat this nigga shit. He just turned a white nigga black. He done officially turned the white nigga black. Fuck purple. He turned his ass black. Oh, broski, what the fuck? Beat the shit out this man. Oh my goodness.
time James sent him away. However, James says he did it to protect him because the syndicate was going to kill him. Johnny explains
Talking
that he was
about
haunted
black
by the
and
sight of his
gray.
mother's dead
He get
body
fun
and
of
that
his
James was all
face.
he had left. Finally realizing the gravity of his actions, James apologizes. Later at home, Johnny gets a call from Valentina, who went back to his house to get the mail and found Walter's infamous package.
I know he
Inside
ain't
there's a
shake
flash
back
drive.
that fast, y'all. I know he ain't shake. Hold on. I know he ain't just shake back that fast, y'all. Did he say the next day? Let me see something.
Gravity of his actions, James apologizes. Later at home, Johnny
I know he ain't shake back that fast.
finally realizing the gravity of his
What
actions.
the fuck?
James apologizes.
They was better off not
Later at
making
home.
his face look like that. Talking about some later at home. How the fuck? The nigga got his color back. Hell no. Ain't no later at home. Nigga, that's 5 months later. Fuck you talking about? On Grants, hell no. They gotta have, well, it's probably the narrator. They gotta have a better dialogue than that. Or script than that. Come on now. You should have went at least 2 weeks later on some shit. Damn.
Johnny gets a call from
Nigga,
Valentina,
fucking
who
mutant.
went back to his house to get the mail and found Walter's infamous
Nigga, really
package.
Aquaman.
Inside
Oh,
there's a
bro.
flash drive, and
Still
Johnny
got that
asks her to bring it
Aquaman
to
blood
Hawaii.
in his ass.
At the airport, Johnny tries to receive Valentina with a hug, but she
What?
just throws her suitcase at him.
Could you use up to
Bitch, what? We already ain't on good terms. You think I'm finna hug suitcase, bitch? No. You ain't even give me hug, bitch. No.
$800? Find it at BioLife. Up to $800.
I'm
waiting
a sex
for you.
porn star.
Everyone gets in the car and Pika tries to access the flash drive in his computer, only to find a banking firewall. Valentina realizes it's a cold wallet and
Straight.
Explains it's
She
digitally
saying she's
encrypted.
about shit. I just realized Pike is the nigga off Spider-Man.
the flash drive is the key, meaning the Yakuza wants it to access someone's account. The password needs 12 randomly generated words, so James gives Pika the ticket.
The
he
people
found
in the
Walter's
back
wallet.
don't know they in a
Suddenly,
movie.
a helicopter opens fire at them. Johnny tries to shoot back, but James is having trouble keeping control of the car because he has to dodge the bullets, but also the vehicles
And
that
in
the
the
chopper brings
minivan.
down to block
That
the
look
way.
like a Dodge
Valentina
minivan, too.
convinces him to let her drive and shows amazing skill as she speeds up.
Oh,
driving
bro,
around
that's a
every
Dodge
stage car as if
minivan.
it's
That's a
nothing.
Chrysler minivan.
Eventually,
I mean,
the helicopter flies away.
well,
and two
Chrysler
men
and
appear
Dodge,
on a
is it
bike.
the same
When
thing?
they
I
open
don't know.
fire, Valentina has to make a sudden turn and ends up driving backwards. Johnny tries to fire at them, but he misses every shot, so Valentina stops the car on purpose. The bike crashes into it and the men land on top of the
Stupid
car.
ass nigga.
Valentina takes off again while one of the men crawls on the car roof with the help of his blades. He makes it to the back window and gets inside the car to try to
What the fuck? Hell no, that's some damn.
take Pika's computer. James
How the fuck did he not shoot?
with his blades. He makes it to the back
He got
window
all
and
this
gets
time.
inside
I
the
would've
car to try
popped
to take
his
Pika's
dumb
computer.
ass.
James starts fighting him while Johnny gets the second man on the hood. After landing a few hits, he has to go back inside to avoid an incoming truck. Valentina shakes the car to leave the guy hanging on the door, so he hits her with his gun. Johnny grabs his arm to divert the bullets and Valentina drives too close to the fence to crush the enemy until they rip off his arm, dropping the body on the road. James opens a door and pushes the other man to hold his head on the pavement, leaving a blood trail before throwing the body out. This causes a few civilian cars to crash. As Valentina kisses Johnny, the helicopter reappears and opens fire. The brothers fire too and James manages to hit the shooter in the head.
That nigga Johnny did all of that shit. He put him to that nigga crib just to get back with his old bitch. Niggas tender, dude. Niggas tender as a bitch. Niggas tender as a bitch. Niggas like Johnny tender as a bitch. He be on go, but he tender as a bitch. I ain't gonna lie. He a dangerous nigga. No bullshit. Cause ain't no way my nigga was just ready to crash. Go against the nigga whole everything, nigga. And he over here back with his ex bitch. Now I see what hoes we talking about. Fuck, nigga.
The body falls back and the bullets hit the pilot instead, so the chopper soon crashes on the road. Valentina drives as fast as possible and enters a tunnel just in time to avoid the explosion. Afterward, the group takes a break and Pica finally accesses the information on the flash drive. $12 million per year has been transferred to Peter, which makes the group realize that Marcus has been paying Peter to legalize gambling so he can open his casino in the Yakuza.
I ain't gonna lie, that was an elite noodle slurp, right? No diddy. That was an elite noodle grab right there. I ain't gonna lie, all my niggas who eat noodles know this was elite as fuck. Look how he just inhaled that.
Which makes the group realize that Marcus has been
he just inhaled that motherfucker.
$12 million per year has been transferred to Peter, which makes the group realize that Marcus has been paying Peter to legalize gambling so he can open his casino and the Yakuza were hired for protection. When Walter was hired to look into the marriage, he accidentally stumbled into this conspiracy. The government accountant probably gave Walter all the information and Peter figured it out, so he had to kill everyone involved to protect his secret. Meanwhile, How Nani shows the blueprints to Peter, saying that Marcus may not be a good guy after all. Peter pretends he didn't know anything and takes the blueprints, promising to review all the projects. When the group gets home, James can't find his family and tries calling them, only to find Layla's phone on the floor. He desperately searches the house and is relieved to find his kids hiding in the bathroom. They tell him that Layla was kidnapped and James hugs them to assure them there was nothing they could do to prevent it. At that moment, Marcus sends them a video of Layla and How Nani tied up in his basement. He wants the brothers to bring him the flash drive.
That nigga finna crash. What? You thought he was on some hot shit before. Now Batista finna crash in that bitch. Batista finna lose everything. He's finna crash. He finna lose his mind. He finna lose his head. Bro, I was finna say lose his hair, but he already He finna lose. He finna crash out.
In exchange for the women's lives. A furious James opens his weaponry and the brothers
have as many
guns as they can carry.
Bro, he opened that motherfucking
The duo shoots two guards
boy.
outside Marcus' mansion before crossing the yard. There are more guards around and they all get killed quietly. Suddenly, Marcus' car loses a window and the guards take a closer look to find a note asking them to smile. Then they're killed by Johnny, who shoots them one
assassin.
by one. James provides backup as a sniper and tries to kill a guy on the first floor too. However, the glass is bulletproof and the resulting noise makes the guard open the window. James shoots fast to kill him as well. Suddenly the power goes out in the house and Marcus sends out one of his basement guards to investigate. The man discovers that all the cables have been cut and tells Marcus this on the radio. When he turns around, he finds all his co-workers' bodies in the pool. At that moment, Johnny stabs him in the neck from behind and takes the radio to tell Marcus that they'll see him soon. Marcus then sends out Nakamura and his men. James.
Oh, okay. So the couple Yakuza members works for Marcus. They not actually like a big ass organization on the land. Cause I was finna say, since when did they ass go to Hawaii? Bro, since when did the niggas leave where they from? And then Hawaii is still considered a part of America. Nigga, your ass to get blitzed by them Samoans. Your ass to get blitzed by the National Guard. The fuck? But makes sense. He personally paid these niggas.
Finds them in the corridor and a vicious fight begins. The space is tight, but this
he fighting all these niggas one-on-one too. Oh yeah.
One of the mobsters tries to run away, so James tackles him and begins hitting his head with a hammer. Johnny has to come to calm him down. Afterward, the brothers finally reach the basement and untie the women. They start running, but Johnny decides to go back to get his revenge on Marcus. Layla says she'll be fine and convinces James to stay too. Once the women are gone, James returns to the basement and finds Nakamura, so a gunfight ensues. Nakamura consumes happy powder between shots, and when he runs out of ammo, he grabs a sword instead. James defends himself with hand-to-hand combat before grabbing a mace. After sliding the mace on Nakamura's face for extra damage, James pulls his arm to break it. This allows him to take the sword and stab him before pushing the blade into his face.
Damn! I don't know if y'all just seen that shit. He just hit the nigga with a Mortal Kombat move. What the fuck? I'm finna break it down because they blurred that shit.
Combat before grabbing a mace.
Damn! Alright, PP right.
After sliding the mace on Nakamura's face for extra damage.
He cut him in the face.
James pulls his arm to break
it.
This allows him to
boom, broke his arm, stabbed him through the chest with the blade.
Take the sword and
grab the blade.
Stab him before.
Stab him through his face. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Stabbed him through the face. He took the bitch through his chest, y'all. He took the bitch out his chest. Imagine the blade going through his chest like this, y'all. He took the blade and hit him in his head with that bitch. He took the blade and hit him in his head with that bitch. Oh, bro. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. That was gangster as a bitch. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, fuck around. I actually watched the movie. That shit was hard as fuck. That shit was gangster as a bitch. Oh, God.
Or pushing the blade into his face. Meanwhile, Johnny finds Marcus trying to escape on his boat.
That shit was hard. I ain't gonna lie. Oh, yeah, you ain't sweet.
They start fighting hand to hand and throw every object they can reach at each other. Marcus finds a hook and stabs Johnny's shoulder to drag his body through the ground. Damn. Then Marcus takes back his gun and starts monologuing, giving Johnny time to activate the grenade and steal from the desk. A furious Marcus shoots Johnny anyway, causing him to fall into the water right before the grenade explodes. At that moment, James reaches the pier and quickly jumps into the water to rescue his brother. Together they return to the surface and watch the fire that has killed Marcus. In the morning, Renard arrests Peter in public. Later the family relaxes on the beach and puts up pictures of their lost loved ones. Johnny apologizes to his
nigga was backdoor
mother for avoiding his home all this time and promises to do better with Valentina. At that moment Mr. K shows up and reveals he doesn't want Johnny to leave. He had been acting to force him to fight the Yakuza for him. Now his gang is—
What I tell you niggas? What I tell you niggas, bro? Stop playing. I know boys, see, right from the very beginning. Them niggas don't want no fucking Yakuza there, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Y'all not from here, nigga. You ain't part of this native land, nigga. I know Samoans don't be going for, Hawaiians don't be going for, is they Samoan? I don't know. I know they don't be going for that shit, boy. Stop playing.
Is the only one on the island again. As thanks, Mr. K gives Johnny a paper with the name of his mother's killer. Johnny shows it to James, who says he'll support him but also points out that Walter sent the flash drive to him as a way to bring him home. Johnny decides to burn the paper to finally leave his anger behind and joins his family to start a new life. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this.
I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I fuck with this one.
Thanks for watching.
I ain't gonna lie. I fuck with this one. I fuck with this one for real. This might have been the best one we didn't watch, bro. Shut your ass up. This might have been the best one we didn't watch so far, y'all. This motherfucker was hard on Grand. That bitch was tough. That bitch was tough. I ain't gonna jack you down now. That shit was tough. Bro, that shit was tough. But make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if y'all fuck with this video, man. Make sure to let me know in the comment section if y'all like to see me do more movie recaps or if y'all like to see me react to any different kind of category of other videos and shit. If y'all watch from TikTok, hit that follow button. Make sure to go follow me on my actual channel at Baby Quay Reactions. Hold on, let me see. Official, well, 414 Baby Quay Live. I forgot. I changed my reaction channel and just made it my live channel where I stream and shit. So 414 Baby Quay Live, man. Make sure to go add me on there. Well, it's really right here. I think it's on this one right here. Well, I can just check. It should be this one right here on Broski, on the left one. Not the first YouTube, but the second one. But with all that being said, man, yeah.